Apparently the world ends tomorrow. If I were to believe every single time someone told me the world was ending, it really was, for me it would be ending since Y2K. I did an extensive research on what were the reasons people were saying the world was going to end. So before I made that video, Miss Universe hadn't like finished, but like right now I know like the world is really ending tomorrow because Miss Universe like was Miss USA. Like honestly, that is bullshit. That is bullshit crap. Like honestly, Philippines should have won. She had the best answer. She had the ugliest dress, I know, but still, she was better than Miss USA. Or had that she couldn't even answer the question. All right. So, I don't know you guys, but just because of that, I know now the world is really ending tomorrow. So prepare. The Mayans had this really long circular calendar called the Mesoamerican Long Count Calendar. And actually this calendar was not just used by the Mayans, but by a whole lot of native civilizations that lived in America at the time. This long count calendar didn't have like short periods of time. Instead, it had long periods. Like you would say, it didn't have months, weeks, days, but instead it had like this really long periods of time called Baktun. So tomorrow, the 21st, is the end of the 13th Baktun, and it also coincides with the end of the World Age, which lasts about 5,000 years. The Mayans weren't stupid at all. Instead, they were really intelligent, and just like us, they didn't have just one calendar for like the whole period of existence. Today, when our calendars end, we just go buy a new one, and so did they. They got another one. They just didn't get around and making a new one because the Spanish kinda killed everything around, and they just didn't get the time. In 1,000 years, when someone finds a computer from our time, with the year 2999, do you think they will think that the world is ending and we predicted it? Nibiru, or Planet X, is, well, a planet that is supposed to crash on Earth tomorrow. This is not possible. For starters, Nibiru, or whatever, doesn't even exist. And even so, if it did exist and the NASA satellites just didn't like catch it, we could have seen it right now from the sky, like coming towards us. It would be bigger than the moon because it would be so close to us right now. Didn't you guys watch that movie Melancholia? No, I mean, this happens all the time. But by the time it happens again, we won't even notice or be alive. These kinds of things tend to happen every 400,000 years, and the worst it could do is that your compass, when it tells you it's going north, you're actually going south. Again, no. And the reason this is not a valid assumption is because it already happened 10 years ago, and 30 years ago, and 50 years ago. And guess what? We're still here. Heck, it happens every year, and we're actually closest to that black hole in the center of the universe during the summer rather than on the winter solstice. So I hope right now, like do you believe the world is really not ending tomorrow? If you learned something today, like that button right there. I don't even know, is it there or there? It's just down there, you know, in my crotch.